Hi everyone, this is Tracy. This week's SVG is a Graduation Subway Art design. I had somebody in the group, a Facebook group, ask if I'd ever done one before, and I hadn't, so I thought, well, let's go ahead and do it. So thank you, Teresa, for that suggestion. If you guys have suggestions, you can always leave them in the comments. I love hearing what you guys want to see. So this week's freebie is only free this weekend. Today is Friday, May 22nd, 2025. It is free Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you are seeing this after midnight on Sunday, May 25th, it's no longer free, but you can purchase it in my shop. And of course, I'll leave the link for that down below in the comments. Since we are not doing a blog post this week, and normally I like to give you guys ideas on how you can use the post, how you can use the freebie, and I like to give you the names of all the fonts that I used. Because there's no blog post to link all those fonts, I'm going to go ahead and drop them in the comments so you guys can still find them if you want to. So that if you wanted to change out the year right here, you can. So first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys, I like to show you why I do what I do with my design. So let's go ahead and right click and ungroup this. And you can see over in the layers panel here, this is all the stars. We've got all the yellow, all the blue, all the red. None of them are attached, meaning, let's see, if we went to the stars here and I went ahead and right clicked and ungrouped them, they're going to be all individual, which means you can just move them all over the place. Grab one here, okay? So the reason that I did that, on the stars here, let me go ahead and find them again. Grab the right one here. Okay, you can see I grabbed the right one because it's a color up here. On these stars, I'm having a hard time grabbing them. There we are. If I were to attach these, when you go to cut these with your vinyl, all of this, or paper, or whatever you're going to cut it with, all of this is going to be wasted space. So I did not attach them so that when you go to make them, right now they're going to cut all over the place. So you can just place them individually on your design. Versus if I attach them, if I come down here and attach them, when I click make it, they're all going to cut exactly how you see them right here. So all this vinyl or paper or whatever it is that you're using is all wasted. And with this design and a lot of the designs that I do, it's very easy. I just take a picture of my project, or my SVG, I should say, on my screen. And then I know where they're supposed to go. So I just place them individually on my project. So it saves your supplies. But if you are somebody who likes to have things attached, by all means, just go through, grab the one that you've got there, hit the attach button, and they will all cut together. Okay, so now that's the same thing with all the words here. So let me go ahead and move these out of the way here. The words and the hat right here, you can see them together. If you want those attached, if you want them to cut together, just go ahead and click on it and click the attach button, and all of that will cut together. The reason that this is not included, let me go ahead and ungroup this, because there is a color underneath the diploma, but you don't have to have that color there. I just put it in case you wanted it. So if you are somebody who wanted to cut all of that together, let's go ahead and just hit that undo button here a few times. You can go over here. We can ungroup that. You can hide that color, grab it all again, and click attach, and now this will all cut together. So even if you wanted to use the color, let's say you wanted to go ahead and cut this all together and you do want to use the gray for the diploma, or white, or whatever color you want to use, just make sure you line that up on your project first, and then you would just place this on top of it. Okay, so super simple. But if you guys wanted to change out this area right here, let's go ahead and detach this again. Right click and ungroup it. Oop, I got that one. That's attached also. Okay, so now we can right click and ungroup this. So you can just come over here and delete out the 2025. You could add a name in here. You could put a different year in here. So let's say you're seeing this a couple years from now and you need 2026 or whatever. Then you would just go ahead and put that right in there. And like I said, I'll leave the names of the fonts below. So if you want it to match exactly, you can. If you don't want it to match exactly, this right here is just like a varsity font. So if you're going to search for it like on Creative Fabrica or Design Bundles, or maybe you already have it in your system, you would just search for like varsity font or sports font, college font, something like that. That's what those look like. So you have like that little varsity look right there. But that's it. This week's project, like I said, you guys, if you'd make it, I would love to see it. Please come on over to the Facebook group and show it off. I love seeing what you guys make with my designs. You can purchase it, like I said, in the shop after Sunday. I think that's it. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Until next time, have a wonderful day on purpose.